All right, everybody, Bryce here, coming at you with another real quick crypto market update. Now, this is kind of a crypto trader's paradise type of market. I know I've been having more fun trading crypto in the past couple weeks than I have had in a long time. That's because, ladies and gentlemen, the bear market is firmly dead. It has lost its pulse. Every bear that I know is wounded, licking his wounds, shaking his head, and every bull I know has been celebrating. What it seems to me is a really marked kind of trend breakout. So we had a really strong sort of accumulation period in the Bitcoin market. Now, obviously, 166% return year to date, which is what Bitcoin's at right now, is nothing to scoff at. Certainly a good return for a year. But it wasn't that historic sort of bull run 10x sort of year that we were used to, right? In those big raging bull markets, which we think we'll find in 2024 and 2025. The year of the halving and the year after the halving actually tend to be the best years for crypto. And as you guys know, April 2024, in 4 months is the halving, okay? So that should mark kind of this golden period in crypto where we should just see, if you think this is fun right now, Bachman Turner Overdrive would say, you ain't seen nothing yet. That's what we kind of think is coming up upon the halving. Also, there's a Bitcoin ETF that's going to be launched, not just one, but a dozen Bitcoin ETFs that are probably going to be launched between January 5th and January 10th. Those are my key dates that I'm looking out for. Based on public SEC filings and some analysis by some Bloomberg guys, it's looking like it's a done deal. In fact, they're saying 99.9% wouldn't even be a high enough probability. It's pretty much 100%. So I'm really excited, but kind of taking a look back at the charts, there's been a really key technical breakout in Bitcoin. A couple things. We've got the weekly. If you take a long-term look at the weekly moving averages, and in particular the momentum, right? We've got strong momentum breaking out, resetting above key levels. Momentum is looking strong. There's no shorting this market, and don't be the guy to try and call the top of this market. Bitcoin's been notorious for making bears look foolish for trying to call tops. And another thing, Bitcoin's retraced halfway from its all-time high. So its high was at $69,000. Its low was at $15,000 during this cycle. Now, as it's above $45,000, that's actually the midpoint, the halfway point between those two numbers, 69,000 and 15,000. We have just now retraced that 50% sort of Fibonacci retracement level. We're not finding much resistance. So to me, sounds like the bulls have just defeated yet another, what should be, resistance point. The bears should have put up a fight there, and they just didn't. So they're kind of showing their hand here that the bears got nothing left in the tank. The bears got no ammo. They got no defense mechanism anymore. They're losing at every fight. Another very key resistance point that the bears should have put up a fight at was the volume weighted average price that was anchored to the top of the market back up here in November of 2021. I always anchor my volume weighted average prices at key pivot points in the market. It tells me who has control of that trend, who has control of that asset in that time frame. Obviously, for the past 2 years, bears have had control, but that line just broke. The bulls broke above it, consolidated for about a month, actually, trading above it, and is now broken, far above it. And so we could confirm and confidently say that anchored volume weighted average price from the high, which is a key resistance zone, has now been turned into support. So in a bull market, there has to become a shift, right? When many people are scared to buy the breakout in bear markets because they think every time I bought a breakout in a bear market the past 2 years, this thing's come back, right, and made new lows. Right? That's what bear markets are. They're a series of failed breakouts and then new lows, and a series of failed breakouts. Get everybody excited again. The bull's back. The bull's back. Psych, boom, new lows. And that's what there's been a series of the past 2 years. But now we have a series of breakout consolidation, and everybody's like, oh, maybe I could buy the dip. Maybe there's going to be lower prices. We break out higher and no new dips come, right? Sets a new trading range higher. And so we need to get into a new mentality of actually buying the breakout. As there's a new trading range and we firmly break out above that, in bull markets, we tend to not come back to those trading ranges until the next bear market. So this is a really good time to be a buyer and to actually start to get a little aggressive. We think that now is not the time to try and get picky and try and wait for a big 50% drawdown in your favorite altcoin or anything like that. Maybe 10, 15%, but the markets could breathe a little bit. But I really do think that we're in for a really good season. And not to mention the Ethereum ETF is slated for potentially as soon as this spring. Fidelity, BlackRock, and I think five others, actually five or six others have filed for an Ethereum ETF. And guess what's going to be after that? Probably a whole series of other crypto altcoin ETFs down the line. Long story short, this is a great time to be a crypto investor. I'm really excited. I've got a ton of key coins in my portfolio that have been mooning throughout this period, and hopefully yours have too. And hopefully you guys are staying safe, not chasing the pump, not using leverage, not FOMOing, but using good sound trading principles and investing merits. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this day's edition of Crypto Market Update. Now, also real quick, if you guys aren't already subscribed to a service where you guys could get fundamental analysis, technical analysis, so much more obviously than what you just saw here, guys, we've got a community of over 10,000 crypto traders who are with us. Okay, and for just $1, you could get a 2-week trial, and you can come and see everything that we've got planned, everything that we've been doing, our video courses, our live streams, our guides, and showing you really what the crypto markets are really all about and how to safely navigate them and actually capitalize on buying and selling the best cryptocurrencies. We'll give you guys our buy zones, our analysis on the top cryptos that we hold, and so much more. Anyhow, guys, $1 2-week trial. Go ahead and hit that button below and join us in Crypt Nation and come dominate the crypto markets with us.